Ladies and gentlemen, hailing from Cleveland, Ohio, I give you BVO.
Oh, we boxing? Yeah, we boxing. I need that belt like it ain't no other option. So we punching and weaving and blocking. Defeat ain't an option. Let them know, shoot a video, put it on BVO. Let them know, every time I punch, it's a heavy blow. BVO, bound to hit like bricks cause it was set in stone. Let them know, I ain't getting body, but I'ma hit this flow. Yeah, way more than a show, this is BVO.
On behalf of BVO Boxing TV, we would like to thank our sponsor, Raycon. Don't forget to grab your Raycon Everyday Earbuds, the perfect bass model for premium sound, with active noise cancellation to block out distractions and transparency mode to keep you aware of your surroundings. They're ideal for your everyday needs. Just visit rayconglobal.com. That's rayconglobal.com and elevate your listening experience.
Yo, what's up, what's up, what's up? It's your boy, BVO Sports TV. We back. We back with another subject, man. A lot of people want to talk about, and that's the WNBA and the entitlement issue that they're having. But before we get started, I just want to say this, man. Salute to my man Kangaroo, Boxer Kangaroo. Salute to my man Mike Rim. The first thing I want to say is this. No matter what goes on in women's sports, if women don't support the sport, it's not going to grow. I don't care what anybody says. If a woman is not going to support the sport, if women don't support the sport, it will not be what it's supposed to be. It's just that simple. It'll never change no matter what you put on it, what you say. You have to have women support the sport if you want it to grow. What's going on, Free? How you feeling, man?
I'm good. I'm busy as hell right now.
Okay. Well, the reason I bring up today's title is we got Angel Reese, who just was the youngest woman in WNBA history to have a triple-double. She's saying she wants to make a certain amount of money. That money doesn't look like it's available for her in the WNBA, and I believe she's contemplating maybe going overseas or doing something else. Only question would be this, man. Why does the WNBA not understand that no one is watching the product? What do you think?
I don't know if they not understand. I think they are understanding. They trying to do things to bring more people to the sport. It's just right now, it's not as exciting as the NBA. And being though that the NBA is losing fans, it's like they need some more excitement. It's too much scoring. They need some more defense played because when a game becomes too easy and it's one sided, it's not appealing to anybody. Nobody want to see one team just beat up on another team because the team is not as talented or whatever have you. So they got to bring some more excitement to the sport. Until they do that, it's all because it's not exciting.
Yeah, sound like you're going in and out. But I'll say this, man.
I don't know.
Hold on once. Say it again. Okay. I don't know.
No, I was gonna
But
say I don't know why. Angel wanted more money.
she
She
said
just
she's
signed. She just signed a rookie deal. How's she gonna ask
yeah,
for
but
more money? You just signed a rookie deal.
she's looking to make more because she feel like she's doing something special. She's on a horrible team, and I think that's contributing to the numbers that she's getting. Because she's on a terrible, terrible team. But I just don't understand, man. Like the product of WNBA is not a good product. Nobody's watching it. So I don't know what they expect. I don't know which kind of where they want to get the money from. How do you get money from something that's losing a ton of money? I don't get it. But for me, they have Brittany Griner. We all know she's famous for. We traded Dr. Unalivement to get Brittany Griner back. And the part that's so crazy about it is Brittany Griner was going like Caitlin Clark. And it's like Caitlin Clark is the only reason why we even been paying any kind of attention to the WNBA. So it's just for me, just a shocker that, no matter what, it's always got to be a race thing. It's always got to be something wrong with the woman who happens to be heterosexual. It's like, I just don't understand what the WNBA is doing. They actually got women in there now who identify as men that are playing the sport of WNBA. It's like the WNBA is, to me, is a sideshow. What do you think?
Um, I wouldn't say it's a sideshow. Um, it's just it's almost like soccer in the U.S. A lot
Mm-hmm.
of people um don't really care too much about the sport. It's not that big of a sport in the U.S. I mean, it's growing. It's a lot better than what it was in the past, but it's still not a huge sport in the U.S. I mean, they got so many other things that they can watch when the WNBA is on. So
Yeah.
it's like the time of the year that they come on, people are gearing up for football season. They watching preseason, they watching their teams get ready, they watching college football, and so it's a bad time for the WNBA because soon as the WNBA comes on, it's still in the middle of baseball season, and then it's going right into spring camp for the NFL, and you have the WNBA playing throughout that. More people care about baseball than they care about the WNBA. So once once the football season picks up, people are going to gear over to the football season. So you have the WNBA competing with Major League Baseball and competing with the NFL. And we know the NFL is the number one sport in the United States. And behind that is the NBA and then baseball. So right now it might be baseball and then the NBA. So they in between two other major league sports that's been around a lot longer than the WNBA that they're trying to compete against. And so when you're trying to compete against two top sports in the country, it's gonna fall by the wayside.
Yeah, I just think so to my brother CDK coming in. I just think that
What's going on, brother?
no matter how you slice it, man, if women don't buy into the product is doomed to fail. And one thing about women like things that are popular. Why do you think you see so many women hosts talk about football? It's because football's popular. Women have always gravitated to whatever men like that's popular. So you see such an enthusiasm around football that you don't even remotely see when it comes to the WNBA because the WNBA is nothing more than a sideshow. It's a freak show. It's like that meme that's out there. You a freak, boss. You a freak. If you watching WNBA, it's a freak show. You got women who are identifying as men. You got brolic looking women running up and down the court. You don't see enough of those women like, kind of looking girly. I mean, that's the whole reason why Angel Reese has kind of came on the scene was that she, looks decent and she can play a little ball. But I don't understand like what's going on with WNBA because it's just like this entitlement that's just ravaging sports, and a lot of it's coming from black women. I just don't understand. What do you want somebody to do to bow down to you? I don't get it. What you think about it, CDK?
Yeah, I agree with both what you and Free were both saying. And Angel Reese has found her lane because her looks was better than her game. And for her, that's gonna work out just fine because I've heard people say, like I've listened to other NBA players say maybe they should drop the goal down to 9 foot to make the game more exciting. Like I've heard a lot of different stuff. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, I'm not even a big fan of the WNBA at all. I rarely watch it. I do know the names of certain players. I'd rather see college women's basketball. I'm just being real with you. I don't know how long they're gonna last like this. I feel like the NBA is basically toting the bill right now. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that's true, Free, as far as what's going on? Do you think the NBA is kind of toting the bill?
Somewhat. I think that
Yes, sir.
has something to do with like
Yes, sir.
because you look at the WNBA as the little sister of the NBA. If the NBA is losing viewership, what you think is going to happen to the WNBA? They're going to lose viewership as well
Right.
because more people gravitate towards the NBA than they do to the WNBA. So they saying, well, if the NBA ain't giving us a good show, we don't expect these women to give us a good show.
Mm.
So
I mean, I think it's laughable, man.
you
What you getting with them, I think is laughable because it's an inferior product. Um, I could go down to the boys and girls club and see better basketball than I'm watching there. They got these kids down here. They like sixth graders, CDK, and they dunking, throwing the
Yeah.
ball off the rim, all that, man. I want to see them than watch y'all do a layup line. I mean, and on top of that, every part of the sport is made to be pro LGBTQ, and I think it's just a travesty, man. It's just like a lot of different things. They ruin something. There's not many sports that can be around that's lost money 25 years in a row. They've been losing money since they started, and they're still here. They haven't turned a
it's
profit since they started.
it's almost some it's almost similar to women's boxing. More people care about the men boxing than they do the women. Now the women put out a good product sometimes. I'm not gonna say all the time, but sometimes they put out a good product. But it's not the same action that you get with men. With men, you know, more likely than not, you're gonna see a knockout sometime throughout that night. With women,
Mhm.
you might get a knockout once a month. You might get a knockout. Majority of those fights are going to go the distance. So it's the same thing with the WNBA. You know, you're going to see a couple of people get dunked on. In the WNBA, you might see a dunk one time out of a month, and it's only if certain people are playing. If a certain
Mhm.
female is playing, you know she can dunk a ball, so she might get a dunk in this game. But if she's not playing, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to see nobody dunking the ball.
Yeah, it's a tough thing. But what you think about it? What you think about it? B3.
Man, salute to the doghouse. Shout out to all the homies. I just got in BVO. What's the question?
Are we talking about the WNBA and the entitlement issue they have where they losing money by the boatload, and you got the women complaining about Caitlin Clark who's saving it, and we just trying to get an understanding of what's going on.
Well, unfortunately, well, in life, everybody's gonna complain when they feel like somebody else is getting favorable treatment. So if they feel like, of course, I'm sure Kaylin is bringing a lot of eyeballs to the sport. She's a fantastic basketball player. But nobody should be bigger than the league. Nobody should be treated bigger than the league. And at the end of the day, granted, Caitlin is bringing eyeballs to the sport, to the WNBA, but she's not the best player in the WNBA. That'll be Miss Asia Wilson. So I mean, Caitlin is doing her thing. Shout out to her, but it's going to take more than Caitlyn to build up to generate the revenue that WNBA needs to kind of make their players happy, because they see the NBA players making millions and millions of dollars. So the WNBA has to work on better marketing their players so they can be more accessible to fans and build up their popularity.
Uh, oh, well, anybody else was up here? I was gonna say, B3 that they've had 25 years to work on marketing, and it hasn't worked. And
Yeah.
like Free and the rest of us know, sometimes a player, like Caitlin or Angel, they're gonna get treatment that others don't get. We seen Michael Jordan get it. We seen LeBron James get it. Allen Iverson. That's just how it goes. You know what I'm saying? Some people are gonna get that type of treatment because of who they are and what they do and the way they market themselves. And I don't know what they can do. I'm just gonna be honest with you. The game's dull to me. I wish them the best though, but it's just a dull game.
And correct me if I'm wrong. Isn't their revenue increasing though? Haven't they been doing better since last year?
Man, they've been losing money, man.
Yeah, they had a $710 million revenue increase just last year, but even still, they still lost $50 million last year. So
Oh
their
wow.
Okay.
profit it's not really affecting their profit margin yet. But if
Okay.
I could get in here, everybody entitled to their opinion, and I felt the same way. Like you couldn't ask me to care about women's basketball before Caitlin Clark came in, and now I'm not gonna lie, like I like the game. Like it's pretty entertaining to me. Like just this past March Madness, for the women, like I was tuned in like the whole
No, that's
tournament.
not that's not that's not the
No,
same
no,
product.
no. We're not talking about
Excuse me, bro. Let me finish.
That's not the same
Bro,
product.
can I finish? It's
Yeah.
women's basketball. I was about to go
No, it's
on to the
not. We talking about
WNBA.
WNBA.
Nah, bro, let me finish. Like, what's wrong with you? Are you
What's wrong
okay?
with you?
he trying.
Nah, like, what's wrong with you? I didn't talk when nobody else talk. Let me finish.
Hurry up.
Golly.
Hurry up, Sugar Cane. Go ahead.
Bro, let me finish. I was just saying that's how I got into watching women play basketball. Now, the WNBA itself, I think they got some really good players up there like Brianna Stewart, Asia Wilson, she's a dog. Caitlin Clark, the GOAT, the young GOAT herself. And I think what you're gonna see is over the next 11 years, I think the league is gonna go up in popularity, especially when Juju Watkins gets in there and Paige Becker, she gets up there. So I'm not really. I just think the league has to continue doing what it's doing right now. I think these women, they have to be patient. They have to know. I mean, you building the blocks for the next generation. You're not going to see probably $10 million on an annual basis in none of your contracts. Not even Caitlin Clark. I don't see her making that in the next 5 years. So y'all just gotta be patient. And it's like BVO said, I mean, yeah, or excuse me, it's like I just said. Y'all are still not making money. I mean, even with that huge revenue increase, it's still not really affecting the WNBA's profit margin at all. They still lost $50 million last year. So I don't think now is the time to really go out there. I ain't gonna say begging, but I don't think now is the time to be asking for wage increases. Okay, because the NBA, they signed that $76 billion 11-year deal with Amazon, NBC, and ESPN, and they managed to carve out just $2 billion for the WNBA, which is 200 million every year for the next 11 years. Just be happy with that for now. Okay? Like I don't think they should be out here, threatening to strike or protest unless they get a new CBA. Be patient. That's all I got to say about that. And I think the sport is entertaining to me. But respect to
I
y'all's
mean,
opinion.
you got a great you making a good point. Juju Watkins will be good, but she's still just one person. Paige Becker, I believe she's playing for the Dallas
Ana
franchise out there.
Hidalgo, she coming.
But no matter how you slice it, man, it's not good basketball. Like I said, I just paid $10 to see some young guys. It's a traveling team. It's the LeBron Summer Lake Hornets. It used to be a team called the Summer Lake Hornets, and LeBron still sponsors this team. Them little dudes in sixth and seventh grade, they dunking, hitting threes. I mean, I think they would beat the best player in the WNBA. I
They
honestly,
would.
honestly do. I think they got a little kid. I think he's number 15 in the nation. He's a little four. He's fucking class of 2034. Something like that. That's all to tell you how young these babies are.
But
And
then what? So
I
what's the
think these
solution?
guys, I think these
We,
guys, man, dominate them. We see the soccer team with that USA women. No matter what, man. Be honest. If you're trying to sell it to guys because women don't want it,
Isn't your BVO mic out of order?
oh, okay. I
Yes.
thought that was me.
Your
oh
mic
my
out of
Jesus.
God,
order. We can't tell nothing you're saying.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
get
your
you.
mic got
Very,
over.
You want
very
to say
much
something?
so.
Nobody
But
didn't say nothing. They just gonna let you
but
look like a
but
fool
but
up
quick
here.
quick point.
Hold on,
While
man. I'm
BBL get
talking.
himself together.
I'm talking,
We
man.
just had that.
Here we
We
go.
just had this discussion last week about transgender men, or excuse me, transgender or men transitioning to becoming women and then playing in their sports. And now we sitting up here comparing men to women's sport, or excuse me, young males to women's sports. It's not the same thing. We've already acknowledged that. So I don't even know what's the point in bringing that up. Like these girls are doing their own thing. They're not dunking. They're not bodying up people. They're not smacking balls out of the air. They're not doing none of that. It's clean, fundamental basketball. Every now and then, you might get a girl getting sauced up. You might get Asia Wilson. She's on a tear. But I mean, I don't know, bro. What the hell is the solution? Are we gonna have men
Hey,
transition into women so they
They
can
got
start
some
no.
new
dunking
Well,
over
girls
there?
dunking, Marky. They
well,
got you. Ain't
well,
you got
let me
new
say
songs,
that.
girl?
Well, let me say
What you
this.
say?
What we gotta do is end the league, or y'all shut up and take what y'all get. Because
That's
at the end of
crazy.
the day, man,
That's
it's
capitalism.
garbage basketball. It's garbage basketball. Now, Shaq said it best, and he got
Lower
a
the
lot of
rim.
flack. Hold on, Shaq got a lot of flack for saying, "Hey, y'all should get in shorter shorts, bring the rim down, put on some bikinis." It is what it is, man. Y'all not playing good. I look more forward to watching the NCAA women's college game than I ever do watching anything with this WNBA. This WNBA is crap. It's like it's probably the worst basketball you can watch. I think a good
Man, it's
old
not
man
crap.
team of Dawson. It's trash.
That's
It's
crazy.
trash. It's trash.
BVO
It,
rough, man.
it is what it is. But hey, Dub, you one of them basketball playing niggas, man. I mean, brothers. Tell us what you think about the women's game.
Well, first things first, I can't say nothing until I get my drop, man. Come on.
Oh, okay. That's my
That's right. That's right.
bad.
Right,
Shout out
man.
to my man. Shout out to my man Varnell Hill.
I do it for the children. You can take the children and bounce them on their knees. Bounce them on the knee and then sing a melody. The Varnell man. Did you know he's mine?
Man, shout out to all the great brothers up here, man. Look, the thing with the W, man, I wouldn't say scrap the league, but they complain about the money that they want to get paid. They say they want equal and I done heard these arguments being made. They just want the same revenue share that the NBA gets. Well, y'all are losing money. So really, what you're saying is you want to go pay these people to play. That's what you're saying because there ain't no revenue when you losing money. You can't. It doesn't work that way. The NBA has been footing the bill for the WNBA for 25 years, and so uh, hey, keep playing. You know what I'm saying? The game is growing. Things will progress as the game grows. But all this, I'm gonna sit out. Okay, sit out. We won't miss. I
Ain't
seen,
nobody.
I seen the
Yeah,
other.
that's crazy.
I seen the other day they talking about one and I like Sabatu or whatever her name. I like her. She can hoop. But
Yeah.
she was like, man, we had to play in 18 days. We had to play 8 games or something. I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Back to backs and y'all play 44 games. The NBA plays 82 games. Oh
Right.
well, if we get tired, the more games you play, the more money you'll be able to make. The more revenue that you get. What are you talking about?
It's not even a lot of people showing up either at the games, Dub. So it makes it hard to sell tickets. And at the end of the day, it's a business.
Yeah,
And
unless
then
it's Caitlyn, they don't pack out the
you see
house.
that,
I
and
like
then
the girls in them. Don't get me wrong. I like Caitlyn and Angel and them girls. I like the little rivalries they got going on. I
But
like the
Dub,
teams. But you know what? At the end of the day, they're not packing the arenas, and that's what it's about. Unfortunately,
Caitlyn's packing the
Hold
arenas,
on.
but they can't find
Let me
nobody else
say that.
for her.
they
Let me say
packing it
this.
like that, bro.
Let me say this. Caitlin Clark has had, I think it, what is it? I think it's 15 or 16 games in a row that was sold out.
Yeah.
It's only one person, man. And I'm gonna just be honest, man. I'm gonna talk
Yeah.
real. Scrap the league, and y'all go back like the little man said on that meme I see. Y'all go back and hit the kitchen, man.
That's
Because
crazy.
at the end of the day, if you're gonna complain about what's going on, like Dub just said, it's they fit in the bill with the WNBA. I mean, the NBA is losing money. The NBA, I'm gonna tell you guys something. If they wasn't gonna have this World versus NBA game in the All-Star game, they were talking about scrapping the All-Star game, the whole All-Star weekend, giving the guys the time up, but scrapping it. Nobody is playing. We want to get our bang for our buck, man. People going out here working hard, man. People working hard for their money. People working 12, 8, 10-hour shifts, man. They don't want to come see some crap or see you laughing and joking. They don't want to see that. They want to see some blood. They want to see what's going to happen if it's a competitive series, because you can't tell me when I was 8 years old watching Kobe, Kevin Garnett, Grant Hill, what was left in Michael Jordan, David Robinson, Shaquille. Them games was super competitive. You watch that 97, 98 game, you got Tim Duncan, Iverson. Dub, I'm gonna be honest. Am I wrong, Dub? They was playing hard, bro.
It was
Not,
hooping.
Hey, can y'all hear me
not.
now?
Yeah, we can hear you
Yeah,
now.
Yeah,
All right. Do I sound better?
You sound
yeah.
better.
yeah.
All right, cool. So the thing is, I agree with what BVO saying. You know what I'm saying? I still don't say scrap the league. I ain't went that far. But even
Nah.
when you look at the NCAA, right? When you look at the tournament, just women's basketball, college basketball, it's so much more entertaining because it. I don't really understand why. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I
They
really
got a
don't understand.
formula. That's why, Dub. They have a formula with that tournament.
But but my
That's a formula.
but my thing, you supposed to have the best players, and then they get to the WNBA. Man, they miss more layups in the WNBA than they do in college.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like I don't even understand what be going on with some of this stuff. And just hey, look, don't overvalue yourself right now. Continue with the league. I know you got a CBA coming up. Don't overvalue yourself. Go in there, be reasonable with the deal you're gonna get because don't expect to be getting no huge crazy deal. You know what I'm saying? Because this ain't no
Nah.
huge crazy league. It's not
And Dub, can I
expected
say
that
something
way.
real quick, Dub? Real quick. And another thing is, them girls, if they do decide to walk, nobody's gonna miss them. You know what I'm saying? And they're just gonna make the other girls stay in college longer, and they're gonna get money anyway. So it's like if they do that and walk away, like what y'all talking about, nobody, like BVO said, nobody's gonna miss them.
Let me get B3 in here. B3, get
I
in
was
here
just
after
gonna say
Dub.
this.
After
I
Dub
was
get
gonna
done.
say
Go ahead.
this. I just want to say this real quick. Outside of kind of, they getting kind of. I think they do get treated pretty well overseas playing ball. I know it's not marketed well in the U.S. because we got the WNBA, but unfortunately, we have so much to occupy our times. Even with social media. But look at that. We got football season, basketball, baseball, boxing. Some people like UFC, tennis. So respectfully, like y'all saying, they play a under the rim game. Now if they would think about lowering the basket so that we can get some drop step dunks, things of that nature, some women coming through the lane dunking, things of that nature, then I think that would enhance the visibility. It would, make it more of a global game. But right now, like y'all saying, it's just too under the rim. And like you're saying, you got Angel Reese, who's beautiful. She misses layups on a regular basis. That's bad basketball.
And the other thing is with the men's game, the dribbling wise, one of the reasons we love the men's game so much, not just because it's above the rim, but the handles, the speed that they play with. You know what I'm saying? The basic ball handling, that's all good and well. But I want to see somebody out there getting busy. You know what I'm saying? Like one of my
Lord, get
favorite
busy.
players, one of my favorite players, Rike Umbagwale, or however you say her name. Hey, she'll put some handles on you, fade back for the three. She putting up buckets. You know what I'm saying? She can hoop. So,
Yeah.
but then you go and a lot of these it's just bad basic. Okay, we gonna feed the post. We gonna swing the ball. Okay, shot. It ain't nothing. It's what high school, like you said, high school boys do. And so when I
Well,
look
after
at
Duncan.
when you look at one of the reasons that people love watching Juju play, cause Juju she gonna be exciting out there. She got the handles on her. You know what I'm saying? She gonna hit you with a euro to the. You know what I'm saying? She got a little game to her, a little rhythm and bouncing the step. When Olivia Miles, one of my favorite players, out there, she got handles, you know what I'm saying? She gonna do something crazy with the ball when she got it in her hands. You already know, no look past it, those type of things. We don't want to just see this pure basic. Maya Moore, one of my favorite, possibly my
Yeah,
favorite female player of all time, Maya Moore.
that's
Um,
mine too.
yeah, I played against Maya Moore in high school. You know what I'm saying? She played at Collins Hill. We played them one year. Well, I didn't play against her. We put, you know what I mean. But
So yeah,
we
that's cool.
right,
You
right.
hooped with her.
Right. And so even her, she had when she would come down on the fast break, you could tell she had that little extra in her step. You know what I'm saying? That get you like, okay, yo, even like Halliburton, that man, he got one of the ugliest shots ever, but
Yes.
he got a little pop in his step and handling his game. You know what I'm saying? When he get to the rim, when he making certain moves, that's what make the game exciting. All
Yeah.
the
It's
and then
floaters and everything.
right, and then when you do end up a good pass is made behind the back, no look is made in the W. What happened? They blow the layup. I'm like, come on, what are we doing?
Bang out. You want them to bang out, Dub. I agree with Shaq and with B3 just said. Lower the thing to 9.5. But you got some girls that's putting it down though. I've been watching the internet. There's some tall sisters out there that's punching right now. But I mean, I want to see, like you said, if you lower it, think about how they're gonna be screaming, banging on each other. It's gonna get physical,
Yeah,
and then
I don't know.
it might be entertaining. But for right now, like y'all said, they miss a lot of layups compared to college. Them girls, college got a formula. They got a formula and a format. They stick to it. They change a little bit, but it's always gonna be better than the
I don't
WNBA.
know. I don't know.
I just
I don't think.
I
Hold on.
just
Hold on.
can't
Hold on.
believe.
Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. I don't think Brittany Grner's a man. I don't know what's happened to her. Her voice is different though. I just think she's just one of those girls, who's trying to be a guy.
Yeah,
But
I'm
I
here,
don't think she's a.
BVO.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Marky
No,
can
I'm
hear
just
you.
saying. Oh, okay, yeah, Mark can hear.
Okay,
I
yeah,
just
that's
don't.
my
I just
internet.
don't. Yeah, I don't think she's a man, dog. I think that's kind of unfair. But what you got for me, Crush? I know
That's
Crush here.
crazy.
Oh, I thought Crush was there. No, my bad. But y'all go ahead.
I mean,
Go ahead,
I
Mark.
don't think. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Mark. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I agree. I don't think she's a man. But I just wanna just make note of the complete switch up from last week's conversation where we talked about preserving women's sports to now this week BVO is talking about get them the hell up out of here. I just wanna make a note of that. But go ahead.
Hold on, we're gonna have to throw you out of here. You cussing like that. But I'll say this, man.
I
No
I,
matter. Go
I
ahead. Go ahead,
agree.
Free.
Hold on. No, I was gonna say I agree with whoever was the one that said lowering the court for the women because
I said it
it's
earlier.
similar to like I said it's similar to the women's boxing. They fight shorter rounds because they're women. So when you in the NBA, what the things that we like to see in the NBA is seeing people get crossed up, seeing people get dunked on. Well, women don't jump as high as men. So why not lower the court a little bit so we can see women dunk? Because I believe that will draw a lot of eyes. But like I said, another thing that really is hurting the WNBA is because they're playing during the same time you have two other major sports playing. You
Mm.
got baseball and then you got football coming in. And they're playing during that time. More people gravitate to baseball and football more than they do the WNBA. So
But
you have to bring some other type of attraction to the sport. And by lowering the rim and you seeing more females dunk the ball, I think that would draw more attraction to the
And
sport.
it'll get physical too,
Uh,
Free.
but free. The
I
problem is the problem is free. They are literally playing what we would call a dead period in the or during sports season for us.
Yeah,
Baseball,
in the
I agree.
summer.
I agree that baseball is bigger. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, baseball is 182 games or something crazy. So you I don't start watching that till about September, October, anyways.
Yeah,
I
into
think
August. Into
Right.
I
August.
think
You
they
do it.
should have a.
And then the other thing is if what other time frame would they play? Because you're gonna have the NFL, basketball, both of those are gonna be going on. Both of those are gonna trump the sport, and they're gonna be playing around the same time. So they don't. There's no other time frame for them to play. This is the perfect time. Right after the college season finished, that's when they should start up. That's the only time they're gonna
Dub,
have.
they won
I
a
know
championship.
I'm not saying change the I'm not saying change the time, but you got to do something else to draw the attraction. And like I said,
They
if you lower the
they
court,
won
you
a
got more women
championship in New
dunking the
York,
ball.
right?
That would draw attraction.
They won a championship in New York, right? So they end up
Who
getting
did? Who did?
the
The
New York
Liberty.
Liberty. The New
Oh,
York
okay.
Liberty won a
I don't know.
championship.
I don't know who won.
And they end up,
That's
pretty
crazy.
much they spent more money on the parade than the team made that month.
And there
And
probably wasn't nobody at the parade.
nobody came to the parade. We seen the Knicks get scraped, and Knicks is my team. We see the Knicks get scraped in
That's
the Eastern
terrible.
Conference Finals. It looked like a soccer environment. Dudes out there throwing trash cans at people, eating Star Crunches, screaming in the street, eating cheese, all that. And you talking about they won a championship and nobody came. I think we got to, you know what it is? I would say this, and this might be a little controversial. I think women should appreciate the life that that men let you live on this world. These men, we built the roads that you're on, we built the buildings that you're in, and you got to be honest. We don't want to see you guys play basketball. At the end of the day, you don't even hear about WNBA women having OnlyFans. I mean, excuse me, having only stuff because nobody wants to see them.
Hold on, but this is the problem.
That's not actually true.
BVO, this is the thing though. It shouldn't be because this is hold on, free. Because this is a feminist league, right? The main supporter should be who? Women. Women should be supporting the sport. Women don't support the WNBA.
I mean, women only watch what they men watch. If you're talking about
women
sports,
watch what's popular, man. Women watch what's popular. That's what we saying, Mark. I'm gonna tell you how crazy WNBA is, right? We look at Angel Reese, Dub. Now I'm talking to Dub, and I'm talking to my man. B3. We didn't see Angel Reese. Angel Reese is nothing more than a toss piece. Angel Reese is celebrated as being so beautiful in the WNBA. It's a joke.
She look like a camel. She look like a camel to me.
It's a joke. It's a joke. A girl like that couldn't kiss my feet. But you got her on Vogue. It's a joke, man. It's a joke. Stop the joke. Stop losing the money. I heard Lisa Leslie say men should take a little bit less. How about no? We're not taking $1 less. I need all mine plus some of yours. So it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, I think men.
Hey man, you got
it more.
BVO, you gotta get your man boxer's collar, dog. That said your team name is Star Crunch. Boxer's collar is in the chat going crazy. You gotta get your man boxer's collar.
Hey man, you know we don't get mad at dudes that live in the homeless shelter, man. So shout out to my man Scholar, man. But dudes that live at the homeless shelter, man, we don't get mad at dudes like that. But let me ask you guys this before.
Hold on. Before you get that, I want to agree with Frito. I do think they need they need to offer another attraction. I think they should have, like in hockey, they gotta drop the gloves rule. They should have a drop the scrunchy rule in basketball, in women's basketball, and let them fight for like a minute. I think that would bring a lot of eyes to the goddamn sport because
Stop cussing, bro. We're gonna throw you out of here, man.
That would bring people like me. That would bring people like me. It will bring the boxing fans. It will go viral on Twitter, on social media. I mean, they gotta do something.
I'm gonna say this, Mark.
I mean, change the dress uniform or something.
Man, see, you talking crazy, Mark, because no man wants to see two honeys fight. I'm gonna just be real. No real man wants to see two honeys fight. If anything, you want to see two honeys giving massages, making you a lunch or something. But I'm gonna say this, man. I'm gonna open up the panel, man.
Hold on. You BVO, don't jump the gun on your brother.
I mean, I don't mind.
You know what I'm saying? Let me say this, Mark. Now, that was real disrespectful on Angel Reese. I mean, I think she's, actually very sexy. Has a lot of sex appeal to her. So I think she has a lot of good attributes.
You need a drug test.
Listen, man. With all due respect, I know you don't like black women. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Jesus loves you. So for me, I can see them in all forms. You got audience like the guy El Pincho.
Only time they're gonna see you with a black woman is when you holding her for the police. That's the only time you're gonna ever see B3 with a black woman is when he holding her for the police. So I don't know what you talking about, man. We moving on, man. We moving on. Hey, Dub, you hear this dude, Mr. White Girl himself, the Tyrese Halliburton of the STN, trying to tell us about black women. If you don't sit your goofy tail down, man, we know you don't talk to no black women. A black woman, if you talking to a black woman, we ask her to tap that white girl in front of you, man. So stop. But I'll say this, man. No matter how it goes, man, it's an inferior product. And I don't want to down Angel Reese. Angel Reese is a cool chick. I'm just saying this is what they're celebrating. These are like these are. It's just not a good product, man. I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. But let me ask you guys this before we move on. We got a big topic coming tomorrow, and some of us, I don't know if y'all seen CDK's interview with Brian Norman Jr., the king of the 147-pound division. What do you guys think about Puss in Boots running up to 154 before we get out of here? I want to make sure we talk about that at least that one time before we get ready for tomorrow. What do you guys think?
I
Can I
don't
go?
know what they doing with
Um,
Boots.
I
Um,
yeah, I
I don't
mean,
know.
like,
Did he move to 154?
I don't think
yeah,
they made
he
it
well,
official,
Eddie
but
Hearn
Eddie was
says
saying some
he's
stuff.
gonna wait for what happens next week with or excuse me, this week with Brian Norman. So he's not officially moved up, but they said that that's available to him. So he could be fighting at 154 next, depending on what the other champions do. But
And guess what he
I
said,
wouldn't.
Mark? Guess what he
What?
said, Mark? He
What?
don't want Virgil next. He want to take a tune-up before he fight Virgil.
Hey, I mean, Virgil had two tune-up fights when he got up to 154. So I
Cut the
mean,
games.
I ain't mad at that. But
Boardsec,
respect, huh?
Boardsec, and Magimov is tune-ups.
No, the two African
That,
dudes that he
that
fought.
wasn't his
The
first two
guy,
fights.
exactly. He fought an
Those wasn't his
African
first two
dude,
fights.
Tony Weeks. Yeah, Tony Weeks stopped the fight in like 40 seconds. It was a BS stoppage. And then he fought somebody else before that. But anyways, as I was just saying, I wouldn't mind to move to 154. If he got to fight a tune-up, fine. After that, I expect to see him in there with either Virgil, that crazy Russian, any of those. I want to see
You mean
Boots
Bakram?
get in there. Bakram, Boachuk, any of those guys. I would like to see those fights.
Go ahead,
Yeah, I mean,
Free.
I don't know what he's gonna do. I want him to wait around to find out what happens after this weekend, and see if he can make the fight with Brian Norman, or see if he can make the fight with the winner of the Manny Pacquiao fight. If he truly wants to be undisputed, at least wait around for those guys to finish their fights before you move off. Now, if he's not going to wait around, then I expect him to be going there and fighting somebody in the top 10, because you're a champion. There's no reason for you to waste your championship status on fighting a tune-up. You should go up there, at least fight somebody that can put you in contention to be a mandatory, not fighting no bottom of the division type fight. You need to fight somebody that's going to put them right there in contention to fight for another title.
Yeah, I don't know, man. What you think about it, Dub? I haven't heard your opinion on this. What you got, Dub?
I ain't gonna say that the brother is running. I ain't gonna put that on his name. They said if we can't fight, get none of the champions next, that Boots is gonna be moving to 54. That's what Eddie said before the fight happened with Stanley Onis, or maybe right after. I can't remember which one it was, but it was around that time. My thing is go ahead, get your mandatory out the way with Gearsov, and then if a champion is available, make that fight happen. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him fight. Y'all already know how I feel about seeing him fight the other champions. I don't think we should be protecting none of these guys. So I want to see him get the smoke. If you move up, I ain't got no problem with a tune-up fight moving up to 54, but I don't see why the Virgil fight shouldn't happen right after the tune-up fight, because they both over there with what's his name, man? They both over there with Eddie them, right?
Well,
Yeah,
Virgil's with Oscar, and Jerron is with
Oscar
Eddie.
do business. Oscar do business with Eddie.
yeah, they do. They work together.
Yeah, okay, but let me just say this about Boots and 147, right? So Boots is struggling to make 147, as we could see with his last fight. His legs look like toothpicks. So he's moving up. I mean, so that's why he's looking at moving up to 154. He wants to undispute 147. That's his goal, but I don't think he wants to injure himself in an attempt to try to make that feat. And that's gonna be two fights, and then you're gonna be hoping and praying that Al will give you Pac-Man or Barrios. So, which is unlikely. So the move is 154. I think that Turkey Alice Sheik is going to try to make the Virgil fight. That's the first fight that he'll try to make because that's a big fight for boxing. And then if he can't make that fight, Boots, I mean, he probably going to have to fight Bachram at 150, so he could be a 2-division champion. And I think that makes sense.
Well,
It's sad.
I
It's
think
sad.
what a lot of people are not talking about though. A lot of people not talking about is this next fight that he has is the last fight that he has under Eddie Hearn under that contract. So he will be a free agent after that unless he re-signed with Eddie Hearn because he only signed a 3-fight deal. So he already had 2 fights under Eddie Hearn.
But
So this next fight will be the last fight.
no, he said that, and that's the part I'm confused about. Because has he already re-upped? Because he's actually had 3 fights. Remember, he had David Avanesian, he had Karen, and then he had Stan
David
Jones.
wasn't. David
So
was with
that's
Cameron
what I'm.
Duncan.
Oh,
David
yeah.
was with Cameron Duncan. That's when Cameron Duncan was still
Are you
alive.
sure?
Yeah, remember Cameron died a little bit after that.
No, because that was on the zone, BVO, and remember they already announced the deal.
No, but what
And
I'm
remember
saying
that was a replacement fight for Cody Crowder.
I thought
So
he
no,
was
I
still
think
with
that's
Cameron Duncan at that time. Yeah, I thought he was still with Cameron Duncan. I could be wrong.
I think Cameron Duncan passed away before that time, but that should be the 3 fights already. So I'm wondering, has Boots already signed a re-up deal, or is he fighting on a fight by fight basis with Eddie Hearn?
I
I
can't
don't know.
tell you. Hold on. Let's play the game we love to play over here at BVO Boxing Dub Right Side. Who he beat at 40? I mean at 54. Let's play who he beat.
I think he'll beat
Hold on.
Virgil.
Wait a minute. I ain't asked the question yet.
Oh, my bad.
Marky, come on. Now,
You out of order, man.
You ain't never in order. You ain't never in order, man.
I speak facts.
All right, here we go. Does he beat Bakram Murtazali?
He was correct. That David Avanesian fight was under Eddie Hearn.
Okay, my mistake.
Okay, so does he beat Murtazaliev?
I say yes.
I don't
BVO?
I don't know. I don't think so. That's a tough fight.
Free on the delay. B3.
Yes.
Leo.
Prize.
Yes.
CDK.
I haven't even gave an opinion on what I.
Get it in, CDK.
Go ahead.
Get it in.
We ain't got no problem.
Yeah. Okay.
At least you be in order.
You out of order.
Trying to do it. Man, what I did, if you did miss it and you didn't get to check it out, go check out the interview. I was able to catch Brian Norman this morning. I was up at 3 a.m. sitting around in pain, and he happened to be online, and I asked him to do an interview, and he said, yeah. So I didn't know he was in Japan at the time, so I was able to get an interview in with him. And he said a lot of interesting things. So he said that it was already understood that Boots, after this fight with Brian has with what's his name, Jen Sasaki, whatever his name is, that they had already talked to Eddie Hearn and agreed to fight Boots in October or November. This was supposed to be understood. So then this is Brian Norman talking. So he said, they had already understood. So he don't know why Boots would go ahead and move up. You know what I'm saying? He don't understand.
This is Junior.
No, I'm talking to this senior. This morning.
Okay.
So senior said they had already talked to Eddie Hearn. You know what I'm saying? They had already agreed to the fight. You know what I'm saying? Everything was in place for the fight to happen. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no problem with the money or nothing. And the next thing he hears that Boots is moving up. Another interesting point that he made, he said that, who has ever heard Boots say, he said, Boots has never said he had problems making 147. He said, matter of fact, if you go back and listen to Boots' interview, after one of his fights, Boots said he makes 147 even. These just the points that he was making and things that he was saying this morning about what he thought about the whole situation. And it's been reported that Boots wants to take a tune-up fight at 154 against either Keith Thurman or Erickson Lubin would be his warm-up fight before facing Virgil. So them just some points right there that I want to make.
I heard one of them opponents was Conwell.
Well, I don't know. I just heard the two names I heard.
I heard that too.
Yeah, the two names I heard this morning for sure was Thurman and Lubin. I don't like the Thurman fight. Lubin, I kind of agree with Free that I think that Lubin is ranked. You know what I'm saying? So I would agree with Free on that. If he is ranked, it would be a fight. You know, Lubin's not a bad fighter, but he definitely wants to tune up before he fights Vert.
Lubin is the number one. He's number one in the IBF for to fight Murtazaliev right now.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was eliminated that last fight.
At all. That put him right in. That put him right in contention to fight for a title. So I'm not mad at that.
That ain't no tune-up fight.
That ain't no tune-up. That ain't no tune-up. Yeah.
No.
So I don't know why he said tune-up. He called Lubin a tune-up.
No, I mean, let's go down there. Who win in that fight, Boots or Lubin?
Lubin.
Boots.
Okay, hold on. Let BVO. You said
Boots.
hold on, real quick.
Lubin.
BVO
Lubin.
said Lubin. Free said Boots. 3. Who you got? B3.
Leo.
You on mute. Are we coming back to 3? Prize. Lubin, Boots.
Jerron Ennis.
Marky.
Boot to behind.
And CDK, you said Boots, right?
Yeah, definitely Boots.
Okay, let me ask this one then. Sebastian Fundora versus Boots. Who y'all got? BVO.
I got Boots.
D Free? Free? Oh, you there? You on mute.
Boots as well.
Okay, Boots. B3. B3 them. Like, hey, I don't want to steal your stuff.
I got Boots. I got Boots as well.
No, we hear you. We heard you, brother. We heard you. You got a little delay, respectfully. You on a delay. So that's why I be waiting for you. Prize. Sebastian Fundora, Boots.
Ennis.
Marky.
Jerron Ennis.
CDK.
Boots.
All right. Let's go Virgil now. Virgil Ortiz. BVO. Boots Virgil.
Virgil.
Free. We're going to wait for you.
I got Boots.
He come in right on top.
Prize. Who you got?
I got Boots in a tough fight.
Marky. Virgil Boots.
Oh, I think Boots will stomp him out.
Just give your answer,
CDK.
fool.
I got Boots.
You're racist. Go ahead, CDK.
Okay.
You said,
I got
Boots.
I got Boots by late round stoppage.
All right,
Just
Xander
say your
Zayas.
answer, CDK.
Man, Xander Zayas. BVL. Boots Xander Zayas.
Oh, Boots.
Marky.
Boots, of course. Jesus.
CDK.
Boots.
Prize.
Boots.
Free.
I got Boots.
All right. Let's go. Jesus Ramos.
Hold on, I'm still here. I got Boots. Who I miss?
Man, you
was over there smoking crack, man. You gotta stop smoking crack, man. You missed like
crazy.
4 or 5 people, dog.
Okay, I know Dub running down. Well, listen, I got
you. I got you real
Boots.
quick. Hold on, I got you 3. So real quick, Sebastian Fundora Boots.
Boots.
Erickson Lubin Boots.
Boots.
Xander Zayas Boots.
Boots.
Virgil Ortiz Boots.
Boots.
All right, Jesus Ramos.
Boots.
BVO.
Ramos.
Marky.
That's crazy.
I got Ramos in that fight. Yeah, I'm agree.
CDK.
Tough fight, 50-50 fight. I take Boots because he's more athletic.
Prize.
Boots in a tough fight.
Free.
I said Boots was going to be Virgil, so I got Boots beating Jesus Ramos. He's a younger version of Virgil.
All right. Tim Zoo versus Boots. BVO.
Oh, Boots.
B3.
Yeah, Boots Ennis.
Marky.
Boots.
CDK.
Boots folds him like a lawn chair.
Prize.
Just say your answer, CDK.
Jerron Ennis.
Free.
Jerron by knockout.
All right. We heard one of the tune-up opponents, Keith Thurman. Keith Thurman of Boots. BVO.
Keith Thurman.
Woo. 3.
Jerron by body shot.
No, I said 3, not free.
Oh,
3.
my bad.
B3.
Yeah, free called it, but yeah, Boots. Yeah, Boots definitely stoppage.
Marky.
Boots.
CDK.
Boots by stoppage, early stoppage.
Prize.
Yeah, Boots stop him to the body.
All right, and free started the body shot. So shout out to free right there. Let's go. Yoelis Tellez. I hope I always mess that brother name up.
Trash.
Tellez though.
No, you got it. Celeste.
I got it. I got it.
Khalid, yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's his name. Yeah.
BVO Tellez or Boots.
Boots.
B3.
Yeah, Boots.
Marky.
Boots.
CDK.
Boots.
Prize. Prize, you there? You on mute?
Yeah, I had it on mute. Yeah, Boots. My bad.
All right, free. What you got?
Boots by stoppage.
There you go. All right, Boachuk. Boots or Boachuk? Who you got? BVO.
I got Boots.
B3.
Yeah, Boots.
Marky Dan.
Boots versus who?
Boachuk.
Yeah, I got Boots.
CDK.
Boots.
Prize.
Boots on that one.
Free.
I say Boots probably won that one.
All right. Madrimov versus Boots. Who y'all got? BVO. Madrimov.
Boots.
All right. B3.
Yeah, Boots Ennis.
Marky.
Boots.
CDK.
Boot.
Prize.
Boots outbox him.
Free.
That's good.
Boots.
So off of the answer that I just asked, what I just asked. Oh, last one. Well, I got 2. Let me do these 2 right here, just because they supposed names or whatever. I don't know. Connor Ben. Connor Ben versus Boots. BVO.
I got one if you don't get it, Dub. I got one too.
All right. No worries.
I got Boots.
Connor Ben 3.
Yeah, Boots over Ben for sure.
Marky.
Ben is garbage.
I agree. Marky.
I got Boots.
CDK.
Boots.
Prize.
Boots smokes him.
Free.
Boots by unanimous.
Let's go. Man, I can add. Do y'all want to do Charles Conwell? I think everybody gonna say Boots with Charles Conwell.
Man,
no,
like,
don't
yeah,
do
what's the
Charles.
point?
Don't do Charles. We
Yeah,
can see
that's what I was
Charles
gonna
get beat
say.
dead.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, you can see him get beat dead.
Who you had for me? 3. Who you
Y'all
had?
boys tough.
You speak facts.
3. Who you had? When you said I missed somebody.
I think you pretty much covered everybody at 54, Dub.
B3.
Are you there?
B3 lacking.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. For whatever reason, every time I was speaking, it was saying my mic was muted, and it was showing me not muted. My bad. But I was thinking Jamil Charlo.
Okay.
Let's do.
I ain't mad at Charlo. Boots at Charlo then.
Yeah.
BVO.
Oh, you know I Jamel.
3. B3.
Oh.
No, B3.
We ain't seen. I like it. We ain't seen Mill. I'm gonna go out on a limb. I'm gonna say Boots. I'm gonna say the younger man.
Marky Dan.
Who against who?
Jamel Charlo versus Boots.
Oh, Boots will beat him. Oh my lord, he'll beat him dead, like BVO like to say.
All right, CDK. Charlo or Boots?
Draw.
Ain't no such thing.
It is a drawing box.
But not when we make it. Not when we make it.
When was the last time Jamel?
Hey, Dub, I'm being serious. If they fight, I get it 50-50. I'm calling a draw. I'm picking draw.
Hey, Dub, he taking the plus 1,400 on us.
Yeah, I'm dead serious, Dub.
only on MGM Mobile. Only on MGM Mobile.
Hey man, Prize, who you got, man? Charlo or Boots, man?
Man, that's a tough one, man. Right now, though, I'm gonna have if they fought like next, I'm gonna go with Charlo. I'm gonna go with Boots in the classic though.
I was about to
He's
say,
a homer. He's a homer.
Hey, Free, who you got? Charlo or Boots?
I'm right there with Prize. It depends on when they fight. If they fight next, I got Boots. But if it's after Charlo gets a fight or two, I'm going with Charlo.
Amazing.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah.
from everything outside, from everything y'all telling me, with the 54-pound division being a gauntlet from what we've seen so far, it looked like a gauntlet up there. Y'all saying Boots run through the division? That's what y'all telling me?
Yeah.
I actually think he can run through
Yeah,
the
I think he
division.
can too, Free.
I think he can.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be some tough fights, but I think he's skilled enough to be able to run through the division because I'm not going to assume that he's going to look the same as he looked at 54. I think he might be a tad bit slower because he's going to put on more weight, but I still think he's a better boxer than anybody that's at 54 right now. He's a better boxer.
Okay, I ain't mad at
Yeah.
it. I ain't mad at it. That's interesting right there.
Charlo and
think
Boots
it's
at
What y'all
54.
think he going?
That would be tough. Charlo and Boots at 54. But like I'm with, I want to see Charlo fight one time against a serviceable opponent, and then that would be. I would love that. That would be a classic. I think them boys will rumble.
I don't even
What
know.
happened?
I don't know what weight. I don't even know what weight that Charlo's gonna be campaigning at. So
He said
Yeah,
he's gonna come back to 54.
right.
But let me ask you this.
yeah, I heard him
Now,
say that.
if Jamel go on his boot,
Bad move.
he got to spill blood. So I don't even understand like why we would even think that Boots would even take a fight like that because they stripped Jamel of all his titles. He would never fight Jamel at this point. I don't think.
I
I
mean,
mean,
I
if
mean,
you're
with
gonna if
all
you're
due
gonna take
respect,
a
I think he
tune-up,
would take it for a scout. Yeah, if he go ahead, Free. Go ahead.
if you're gonna take
You
a
call him a
tune-up,
tuna.
why not fight Jamel soon as he come back? Because Jamel got that ring rust on him. He ain't been in the ring since he fought Canelo. That's the best time to fight him. You don't want to fight him when he gets back acclimated at the weight. That's the worst time
Right.
to fight Jamel. You
I don't
want to
think.
fight him. You
I
want
don't
to fight
think.
him when he coming first back.
I don't think Mel should drop that much
You ain't
weight.
gonna you ain't gonna get no
I think he
credit
should.
for fight. You ain't gonna get no credit for fighting them coming off a layoff though, Free. And you know that's what Boots is looking for right
Man,
now.
Nah, that's
they
still a
ain't gonna give him
name.
no credit if he
No,
beats Jamel after Jamel have a tune-up fight. They gonna say, man, Jamel ain't the same Jamel since he fought Canelo. They ain't gonna give him credit anyway.
You know.
nah. But let me
Mm,
say that I'm gonna disagree with that only because I think Jamel is still a big name in the sport. And ultimately, especially if he come off like a stoppage or looking impressive, but I think Jerron doesn't have names on his resume, so him getting a former champion like Jamil, that'd be a big win. But let me just, I wanted to say this. What y'all think about this? Because this do make sense for Jerron to go to PBC because they got look if Crawford dropped his 154 WBA, Telez who was with the PBC will get the WBA. Then you got Fondora Zoo who's about to fight for the WBC. Then you also have Bakram with the IBF. So if two of the belts is with PBC at 154, I could see Boots going that way. I think he should try to get the Bakram fight, his next fight with Eddie Hearn, and then go to the PBC and fight Telez and Fondor.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but we're
That's
gonna
a
have a
good. That's
great
a good blueprint.
we're gonna have a great show tonight, man. Definitely check out the Asiatic Black Man Sent by God. Hold on. If you're
That's
not
crazy.
online, please mute, man. Please mute, man. Please mute. But we're gonna have a great interview tonight, man. I can't wait to do it. We got my man Dub Rightside, Varnell Hill's gonna be interviewing me, man. We're gonna have some good fun, but that's all I got. What you got, Dub?
Nah, man. Hey, I can't. I'm looking forward to the interview tonight. We're gonna start at 10. So what's that? In about 50 minutes, we will be live, and we got the Asiatic Black Man coming through, man. Shout out to the Asiatic Black Man,
Hey,
aka Sombrero, aka the most controversial man on the internet right now. So
I'm letting
shout
y'all
out to
know
him.
right now. I'm coming through trolling. I'm coming through trolling.
Mm-hmm.
They was trolling on my interview. I'm trolling on his interview.
Hey,
But
dude. Hey,
I got a little bit of bad news. I'm busy as hell this week, so I'm not gonna be able to do the football live this week. We will pick it
Oh
up
man.
next week. We will pick it up next week and do it. I did redo the commercial, but the commercial straight now, so I don't know if that was something going on with BVO, but I went ahead and redid it again just to make
Oh, it's
sure.
BBO.
So it's
Get
straight now.
out of here.
I'm
hey,
just
you
saying
send
because
it.
I did it
Did
on
you
my
redo it
I did
last
it on
night?
my
You redid it last night?
Yeah, I redid it last night. So
the version I got is the redo. It's the redo.
No, the one that I sent you is the redone. Is
Okay.
redone.
It looks sharp from everything I seen on my side. It looks sharp.
Okay, cool. And shout out to Scholar, man. You know, we heard a lot about what's going on with you and the Punisher, man. And I'm just praying for you, man. You know, you've been through a lot. That's the guy that used to help. That used to help my man Boxer Scholar and Puff out.
Oh, okay.
Yep, Punisher.
You out of order.
That's crazy.
Also tomorrow, real quick, tomorrow we will have my sister Shawa in the building as well for an interview as well. So y'all be on the lookout for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get with you, Dub. This will be a good week for me.
This is a good week for you too.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll talk
behind the scenes.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Man, you a dope head. This dude trying to get you last weekend.
Look out for.
Get out of here, man.
Go
I'm
ahead.
busy, man. You know you.
That's crazy. That's crazy how you talk to black people. But anyway,
back to the fields, boy.
I'm three, and there you go. I'm 3 subs away from 100. So please sub to Democracy 101. 3 away from my milestone.
Shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to my brother. Keep
Moving
doing
right along,
keep doing the great work, brother. Keep doing the great work.
Look out. Yeah, look out for me and Dub. We're gonna have our weekly Friday show. Like I said, every Friday. So look out for that as well.
And don't forget to go check out brother CDK's interview, man. It's exclusive, man. He got Brian Norman Sr. in Japan with feet on land. So you know what I'm saying. Don't forget to
appreciate
check out
the content.
Don't forget to check out CDK interview, man, and make sure y'all like and comment on that.
Hey, what time is that fight? That fight gonna be at
7 in the morning? I was hearing.
Oh God.
Yeah.
God, I can't stand that.
I know.
Man,
we only watched one. I gotta say, man, me and Free only watched one fight like that, and that was that one fight with
an Inoue
versus Inoue. That's the only time we were able to make it.
Yo, y'all think y'all gonna make it up, man? We gotta watch that, man. B Norman is B Norman. They family around here, so I think we should cover that, bro.
I'll be able to watch it. I'll be able to watch it because I'll be driving my wife home. I ain't gonna be live streaming it. I'll be watching it.
It's gonna be like 8
like this. So the last time you and BVO got for a time like this, a brother got whooped in Japan. That's what you're telling me.
Can I get fight predictions on this BVO?
Hold on,
before we get out of here?
Hold on, real quick. Is it on Sunday? It's gonna be on Sunday that early? Or what day is it?
It's Thursday.
Oh, it's Thursday. Okay.
Thursday at 7 in the morning. The rumors is 7 in the morning.
Oh, matter of fact, I'm off. Let's do it.
All right, yeah, I'll be up with you.
It's gonna be around 8.
I'm gonna call the fight. So
I'll
be up, Dub.
Yeah, I'm gonna be rocking.
All right, bet.
I'm gonna have to be fighting. You know, I'm locked in on Norman Jr.
It's gonna be over in 4 rounds anyway, so it don't matter.
I hope so. Because did y'all see how they did that? How they did? Top Rank was saying that the next champion, that Japanese boy, man. I seen that on BF channel, man. I thought that was disgusting.
Oh, hold up. He better knock him out. Because if he don't, he winning.
Yes.
Oh no, he ain't winning on the scorecards. He's not winning.
No, at all. Not at
Brian
all.
got to knock this guy out.
He ain't winning.
They promoted. Cause you know, Top Rank had the. I know we about to get out of there, but real quick, Top Rank had the audacity to say the next welterweight champion. I thought that was disgusting, bro. Nasty. So forget the man. Forget the man that's a champion for your company right now. Forget that man, right? See, they Top Rank. That's why y'all. Ooh, all right.
All I'm trying to tell you is I don't know none of the dudes that this dude Sasaki done fought. I done watched a couple of his fights. He's straight up, man. Yeah. He ain't nothing spectacular in my personal opinion. I think it's gonna be. Yeah, it should.
I heard B Norman knock him out in 5, bro.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna say easy work, but it's gonna. Yeah.
Man, that's easy work.
I
mean, you ain't never heard of nobody he ever fought. You know, we none of us know him.
You probably can't even pronounce their names.
He gonna beat the egg rolls out of this dude, man.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's racist.
So what?
Marcus, shut the hell up.
Man, you shut the hell up. I'm gonna stand against racism. You stand for racism.
You a nerd, bro. You a nerd.
And you're
real
racist. I way prefer to be
real
a
live nerd.
Hey, Marky, you a cis
racist
man. Mark, you a cis man.
Damn.
Yeah, and you're
that's
a trans
crazy.
man. I am a cis man. You're a trans man. You're a
don't even
trans
know.
woman.
All
I
right,
don't
time
even
to
know.
go. It's time to go. It's
I
time
don't
to
know what
go.
none of
Talking
this
about?
stuff even mean no more.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
It's
even know.
time to
you
go.
you back smoking crack again, man. We out of here, y'all.
Yeah,
Peace.
and you stay
Peace.
smoking meth from Cleveland.
Ain't
Marky Dan, get your black tail back to the fields, boy. Right now.